many people remember the TV show that ran from about 1994 to 2003 called Touched by an Angel? You know, Monica was tasked with coming into people's lives who were perhaps at a crossroads in their lives for one reason or another. And she was the angel that came in, and I tell you, some of the endings to those stories were pretty touching and tearful for a lot of us. Perhaps we've probably all been touched by an angel at some point in our lives. I think we probably all have guardian angels, some more than others, and they're sometimes here to help us get through life and through the world. Our youngest son called us. He just turned 40 and got married the year before. But last April, the end of April, he called us and said, guess what, Grandpa? He's our youngest son, and this would be our seventh grandchild. But from the day he told us, we knew there was something special. All we knew was that it was a boy, and we knew that because we saw the ultrasounds prove it. And so we just called him Baby Boy Kruschek without a name. And within the next few days, my wife Roxy flew back to Wisconsin, and I went to the Grand Canyon. I had been working all winter, doing a lot of hiking and superstitions. Did the ridge hike in February, and I was preparing myself for a 5-day hike, going from rim to rim to rim, and camping. So I went down with a 50-pound backpack and spent those 4 nights and 5 days in that beautiful canyon. I did a lot of hiking to prepare myself physically and mentally for that journey. It's just about 50 miles. You go down and up almost a mile 4 times, so it was quite a challenge. But I felt I could make that. But what I wasn't prepared for is the spiritual and emotional part of that hike. And it happened pretty much in the last couple of days. I've had, I think, a lot of guardian angels in my life, but I'd never seen one until I was down there. And the trouble is that I didn't know it the first time I met him, and I didn't know it the second time I met him. But I knew something was different when the last night that I was there, I was awakened about 11 o'clock at night through a voice that simply said, his name is Caleb. When I hiked out of that canyon and got back home to Wisconsin a couple of weeks later, I woke up one night and I wrote a song about Caleb's song. On July 16, 2012, Caleb Gene Kruschek was born. And he changed our lives for, I think, forever. This is Caleb's song. We just learned you were coming not so long ago. When they told us about you, our hearts we quickly stole. It was a miracle it seemed, growing all the while, feeling your heartbeat and your picture made us smile. Caleb, oh Caleb, how that name came to me at the bottom of the canyon in a dream God let me see. For we met not by chance, but by God's holy plan. We surely had grown into that handsome man. It's so hard to explain how our world you have changed. Before you're even born, our lives you rearranged. Coming into our lives, a surprise that God had planned, and you touched us with a love only God could understand. There's a rock on that cliff that came tumbling down. Just as I was passing, it made such a sound. Why we were even there is still a mystery. Only God could have planned it in our lives, He could see. Way down deep in that canyon, we stood side by side. How could that have happened in a place so big and wide? I wonder who could explain the events of that day. It's hard to understand God's plan along the way. Caleb, oh Caleb, how that name came to me at the bottom of the canyon in a dream God let me see. We will be in your life for as long as we can, to guide you with our love and go into a